Hello students and parents, welcome to Btech360. Yesterday the COMEDK round 1 results were announced, and what we're going to show you now is the top 5 colleges which accept COMEDK scores and how did they perform as compared to last year and where did it end last year in terms of the closing rank for each of the branches. So we're going to cover all the branches in these 5 colleges so that you understand where you stand. And by the way, we'll also cover the other colleges also. We'll also do at some point the program-wise thing, the domain-wise thing also. But at this point in time, what I'm going to show is the top engineering colleges that are accepting COMEDK score and what kind of rank cutoff you had this year. How does it compare with what happened last year? And where did it end last year so that you know what kind of space and journey you have where you still might have a possibility of getting into it. Now, a lot of students have also reached out to us saying, because there is a great possibility that some of you have been asking us for other options because you think that you're not getting a program of your choice or a college of your choice. So we opened a helpline for that. If you want to get into any of this, in a private college, of course, you can send us a message on this number, which is 8130-376334. We also have a lot of foreign universities which are setting up campus in India. It is Bristol, York, Aberdeen, Illinois, Victoria, Liverpool. So a lot of these colleges are setting up in Bangalore, Bombay, Delhi, and those kind of places. So if you want to join any of those colleges, send us a message foreign on this number again, 8130-376334, and we'll have one of the counselors from those colleges call you because they are still open for admission at this point in time. These are the world's top universities setting up campus in India. They are also Government of India approved and UGC approved. So if you want to get there, please do that. And do subscribe to Btech360 because we're creating a lot of content to help students decide for themselves. And in the process, we are also, as I said, creating data for you. So do subscribe to Btech360 to be up to date with everything that's happening on COMEDK or any other BTech examination for that matter. So let's start with RV College of Engineering. Of course, it's the most competitive of the college and a lot of students prefer that college, and the management quota also is very, very high here. But if you get through COMEDK, it's fantastic, right? So what is it that's happening in RV College? For BE Computer Science Engineering, which is CSC, last year the closing rank after round 1 was 307. This year it's become that much more competitive, it's 228. By the way, last time by the time it finished at 692 rank also, a student got into CSC through COMEDK. Then BE CSC, AI and ML, last year it was 480, this time it's 359, and it ended with 975 last year. So you still have the journey, that's the gap that you can fill in at this point. Then BE Computer Science, Data Science, 462 last year, this year it's 379. So all those things at RB, it's become more competitive than what it was last year after round 1. We are now comparing round 1 to round 1. And I'm also giving you how it fared by the time it finished that entire admission process. Remember, COMEDK has at least 4 counseling rounds. So this round 1 is what we're talking about. Then BECSC Cybersecurity, 536 last year, 412 this year, ended with 1091. BE Electronics and Communication Engineering, 762 last year, 538 current year, ended with 1399. BE Electronics and Telecommunications, 1063 last year, 658 in the current year, ended with 1790 last year. BE Electrical and Electronics Engineering, 1234 last year after round 1, 814 in the current year after round 1, but it ended with 2424 by the time it finished counseling of COMEDK last year. Moving further, BE Aerospace Engineering, 2467 last year, this time it's 1662. But by the time it ended, 6,429 last year. Then BE Mechanical, last year was 4,091 after round 1. This year it's 2,742 after round 1. Ended with 7,032 by the time it finished counseling last year. BE Chemical, 5,309 last year, 3,604 in the current year. Ended with 13,038 rank before it closed last year. BE Biotechnology, 8,269 last year, 5,312 in the current year. Again, everything is more competitive at this point than what you saw. And ended with 18,883 by the time it closed last year. BE Industrial Engineering and Management, 8,627 last year, 5,722 in the current year. Again, very, very competitive. And ended with 17,533 by the time it finished counseling. BE Civil Engineering, 9,731. This year it's 6,209. Ended with 20,917 by the time it finished counseling. That is RB for you. The next college is MS Ramaiah. This is MS Ramaiah Institute, which is called MSRIT. BCSC, 875 last year, this year it's 688, again became more competitive and ended with 1667 last year. BCSC AI and ML, 1134 last year, 893 in the current year, ended with 2098. BCSC Cybersecurity, 1341 last year, 1130 in the current year, ended with 2852 last year. BE AI and Machine Learning, 1481 last year after round 1, 1187 after round 1 in the current year, ended with 3244. BE AI and Data Science, 1,535 last year, 1,283 in the current year, ended with 3,422. BE Information Science and Engineering, 1,841 last year, 1,441 current year, and ended with 3,030 last year. B. Electronics and Communication Engineering, 2,302 last year, 1,502 current year, ended with 4,567 by the time it finished. Moving further, B. Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, 3,407 last year, 2,496 in the current year, ended with 6,767. B. Electrical and Electronics, 4,111 last year, 2,964 in the current year, ended with 8,406. B. Electronics and Instrumentation, 4,402 last year, 3,125 current year, ended with 9,756. B. Aerospace Engineering, 5,552 last year, 3,912 in the current year, 14,080 is where it ended last year. B. Mechanical, 7,930 last year, 5,459 in the current year after round 1, 25,278 where it's ended last year. B. Chemical, 15,712 last year, 10,317 in the current year, ended with 42,698 by the time it finished counseling. B. Industrial Engineering, 15,512 last year, 10,649 in the current year, ended with 46,626. B. Biotechnology, 16,827 last year, 11,504 in the current year, ended with 38,302. B. Civil, 17,291 last year, 13,282 in the current year, ended with 45,472. B. Medical Electronics, 18,788 last year, 14,636 in the current year, ended with 51,999. Moving further, the next college is BMS College of Engineering. B. Computer Science and Engineering, 2,323 last year, 2,157 in the current year, ended with 5,312. B. CSE Data Science, 2,360 last year, 2,280 in the current year, ended with 5,610. B. AI and Data Science, 2,614 last year, 2,360 in the current year, ended with 5,885. B. CSE IoT and Cybersecurity, including blockchain, 2,526 last year, 2,462 in the current year, and ended with 6,143. Here it seems to be easing off because the gap is now narrowing down. But when you saw MSRIT and RV especially, it is very, very wide. Btech CSE and Business Systems, 2,609 last year, 2,675 in the current year, 6,650 is where it ended last year. B. AI and Machine Learning, 2,932 last year, 2,721 in the current year, ended with 6,686. B. Electronics and Communication Engineering, 3,448 last year, 2,726 after round 1 in the current year, ended the counseling at 7,904 last year. B. Mechanical, 8,486 last year, 4,575 in the current year, ended with 21,793 last year. B. Chemical, 15,697 last year, 11,027 in the current year, ended with 44,795. B. Biotechnology, 14,685 last year, 12,332 in the current year. After round 1, 39,302 is where it ended. B. Civil Engineering, 19,183 last year, 13,590 in the current year, ended with 47,626. Now, Sri Ramaiah College of Engineering, Btech CSE, 2,993 last year, 3,377 in the current year, ended with 7,156 by the time it closed counseling. Dayananda Sagar, B. Computer Science, 3,609 last year, 3,526 current year, ended with 7,819. B. Data Science, 3,754 last year, 3,684 in the current year, ended with 8,322. B. Cybersecurity, 4,229 last year, 4,004 current year, ended with 9,105. B. AI and Machine Learning, 4,299 last year, 4,185 in the current year, ended with 9,622. B. CSE, IoT and Cybersecurity, including blockchain, 4,535 last year, 4,294 in the current year, ended with 10,204. Btech Robotics and AI, 5,543 in the last year, 4,662 in the current year, ended with 12,335. B. Electronics and Communication Engineering, 6,712 last year, 5,343 in the current year, ended with 17,651. Btech Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, 10,958 last year, 8,260 in the current year, ended with 30,129. B. Electrical and Electronics Engineering, 10,695 last year, 8,536 current year, ended with 36,048. B. Aeronautical, 11,582 last year, 8,648 in the current year. It's now dropping. 37,450 by the time it ended. B. Mechanical, 20,990 last year, 13,383 current year, ended with 55,934. B. Chemical, 18,853 last year, 14,702 in the current year, ended with 53,019. B. Automobile Engineering, 18,227 last year, 15,786 current year, ended with 63,821. B. Biotechnologies, 24,672 last year, 16,524 current year, ended with 81,432. B. Civil, 25,041 last year, 18,855 current year, ended with 68,618 at Dayananda Sagar. So there are top 5 colleges that we actually listed out for you. If you want anything more in COMEDK in terms of any college that you want me to cover or any branch or course that you want to cover, please look out. I might have already covered that in some of those videos, so look out for them. If you still think that there is something that I need to cover, please write to me in the message box. I'll be happy to cover that. If you're still looking for admissions and want to get into some foreign university campus that are setting up in India, because a lot of students are asking for that, that's why I'm creating this thing. Send us a message on this number 8130376334. Send us a message foreign and one of our counselors will call you and help you out. And do subscribe to Btech360 because we're creating a lot of content to help all BTech aspirants get into the best college possible. And if you need anything, as I said, please do send me a message, but do subscribe to Btech360. Thank you so much. Namaste.